have yet to read Penelope. I have yet to read Penelope. Oh my. I have yet to read Penelope Douglas. I still struggle with that one. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariah, Paging Moo, or Moo, whatever you would like to call me. So today's video one is the first video of 2025. That's crazy. Whoa, cannot believe we have already started a new year. I just feel like the year just goes by so much faster as you get older. Like before, when I was in high school, I was like, man, can this year go by any slower? And now I'm like, whoa, can you slow down actually? I have a lot of goals for YouTube in 2025 and for reading in general. My new set reading goal for 2025 is 50 books. We did 45 last year, so I really feel like we can do 50 this year. Now, with that being said, today we are going to pick out our January TBR. Woo! First TBR of 2025. I'm very excited for this. So with that, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. I want to branch out more this year, as well meet new content creators, as well as trying new reading challenges and ideas for reading videos. So Leandra, the TBR0 is her tag, is hosting a TBRathon for January. So we are going to be participating in that. Leandra made 3 different board games for us to pick from, pretty much. You got your pick from a bingo board, a booktuber bingo board, where she reached out to other booktubers, book talkers, book influencers, and made a bingo board, and each of them picked a prompt for each piece. There was a Birds of Paradise for mood readers, so they could kind of do their own thing. And then what I am doing is Paws and Bookshelf, which is a little board game, kind of like Chutes and Ladders. It's just kind of a classic for me, so I wanted to do this. So the goal of this is to collect the dogs along the way through the board. Will we do that? We will see. We may be combining some prompts. I've been watching some other people's videos, and I've been seeing some prompts being merged in order to collect dogs on the way, so we may be doing that today as well. We will see. I'm not sure. We will see how it goes. I'm not a heavy reader, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, because I've seen some people go down quite a few times. Luck has not been on our side in January already. So I've seen people's TBR with like 11 books, and I'm hoping for like 5 or 6. So we'll see. But I'm excited for this. This is something new. We've never done this before. Usually it's the TBR jar, or we did blindly picking our TBR, but we have not done a board game yet. So I'm excited for this. So we are going to be doing this. Fingers crossed. I have my... Yes, I am using a villainous game piece. I don't care. I'm using Yzma. And then I do have my dice. I didn't think I would ever be able to use this because my DM got me this when I was supposed to play D&D. RIP, I did not get to play it, but I got a dice set from it. So I was like, oh no, I'm never gonna use this. I'm going to like display it on my bookshelf, and now we get to use it. So I'm excited for this. Okay, so we are going to set up to roll. Okay, as you can see behind me, we have quite a few books. We have quite a few options for each category. So let's go through them, let's make some decisions, and let's wrap this up and get our first TBR of 2025. Okay, it took me a while to find a setup for this. I think this is how we're gonna do it. It's not the best setup. I don't really have a tripod, so I have like a mini one. So this is what we're working with, but we have our board, we have our game piece, we have Yzma right here, and then we have our dice right here as well. So we are just gonna go ahead and start. And the first number we got is indeed a 4. Hopefully y'all can see that decently. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have a winter setting as our first book. Okay, so we did roll a 4 for our very first roll, which gave us winter setting. So for that, our 3 options are, and I didn't realize how little winter books I had that were not Christmas. So that made it a little bit difficult because Christmas is over with, so we're not looking for Christmas vibes anymore, which is kind of sad. But you know, I had a couple of different options. So I had rock paper scissors. This is like a mystery thriller set out in the cabins in the middle of the woods, based on a couple. And I know the male main character has like some blindness problems, so that makes it very interesting to read from his point of view, I've heard. So this is an option. Then I have Frigid. This is one where they're in the middle of a snowstorm and they're stuck at a ski resort, and this is kind of like a romance suspense book. There's kind of like some, I think, a mystery kind of like, or thriller, I don't know, some kind of suspense aspect to this. Then I do have a Christmas book on here. I have a Merry Little Meet Cute. I don't know, like I said, I didn't realize how many winter settings I didn't have. But to be honest, like some of these books could be set in the winter and I don't know, because sometimes I just buy a book and I don't research much into it. So these are all just kind of obvious winter setting ones. Yeah, we have to make a decision on which one. And I know this one's out. I'm not going to do this one. So I'm leaning between Frigid and between rock, paper, scissors, and I just don't know, like, this was on my TBR before and I didn't get to it. I haven't had the chance to because I've read some bigger novels and I'm in the middle of Iron Flame right now for Onyx Storm coming out, so I think this would probably be a good palette cleanser. I think I'm going to go with this one. So we're going to go with rock, paper, scissors. We're carrying it over because it was on last month's TBR, I'm pretty sure. Okay, not a bad start at all. We are going to go for roll number 2. Okay, roll number 2, it looks like is a 7. So we are doing pretty good right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. 5-star prediction. For a second, I thought that was like books and I was going to have to go back down. I don't know why I didn't go up anyways. That was a dumb moment of me, but 5-star prediction is our next one. I guess it worked out in the end. Okay, and we rolled a 7 and landed on a 5-star prediction. Don't know why I didn't go up the ladder. Silly me, but it does happen. So let's see our options for 5-star prediction. Okay, so option number 1 is Heartless Hunter. This is Witch and Wind Hunter, fake dating, enemies to lovers. It's everything I want in a book, and it's even fantasy, which I want to read more of. So it is an option. Then I have Out on a Limb. This is just really sweet. Everyone talks about this. Everyone loves this book. So I just want to know like what all the hype is about and experience it finally, pretty much. And then I have Still Beating. This is another one that everyone says is just so worth it, and I have been putting it off and I really don't know why I have. So I'm just ready to get to this. I think it's just time. And I haven't read a dark romance in a little bit now, so I'm in the mood for a dark romance. Now, in the video, you will notice that I pass up some dogs, and I say it later on in the video that I am going to try to backtrack and merge these with any other prompts, so we will try to do that. I just want to, like, let y'all know right now. I don't know if I'm able to do it here or not, but along the way, we'll be trying to fit the prompts for the puppies as well. So the dog prompt that we passed along this way was 300 pages or less, and so technically Still Beating ends at 299 pages right after the epilogue. There is a bonus scene, but I'm not going to count that. So I am going to put this on my prompt for a 5-star prediction plus under 300 pages. It works. It works. Okay, roll number 3. Oh, no way. We have another 7. Getting lucky. Okay. Oh my gosh, I've been forgetting to collect the dogs along the way as well. That is not good. And this one is a dog prompt, so maybe we'll be able to combine some along the way still. So we will see. So we have a hyped book, and then we get this puppy on the way. So let's find a hype book. Okay, we rolled another 7, which is shocking, back-to-back 7s. But we got a hype book, which is a dog prompt, so we are lucky we landed on one. Yay, I'm so happy. So our options for this one is Heartless by Elsie Silver. I know Flawless is the first book in this, which I have read, but I feel like Heartless just gets so much hype, and Kate has talked about so much, and so is Willa, and the grumpy sunshine in this is so real, so I just felt like this is like very hyped up and supposedly one of the best books in the series. Then we have Corrupt. When I hear Penelope Douglas, this is the one series that I constantly hear about, and I have yet to read Penelope. I have yet to read Penelope. Oh my. I have yet to read Penelope Douglas. I still struggled with that one. And I want to. I kind of want to. I want to experience this, and then I also want to experience a couple of other books. She's been on my radar for a while. I don't know why I haven't picked her up, but I just haven't. So maybe. Then we have Bride by Allie Hazelwood. I feel like when I have gone through all the yearly wrap-ups, watching them from other people, this is always brought up as like one of the most surprising books that people enjoyed, because they don't expect this from Allie Hazelwood, and a lot of people really enjoyed it. I'm leaning towards this just because I love Allie Hazelwood so much. I love her writing, I love her story. She's 3 for 3 for me, and I'm wondering if she'll be 4 for 4. I think I am. I think I'm going to stick with Bride just because I know I'm going to love this. I just know it. I know I will. I feel bad. I feel like it's the rejection pile over here. It's not. I'm sorry. Reading next month. Okay, now I'm a little worried because I did forget to pick up 2 dogs on the way. So I'm hoping maybe to figure something out. We're already close to the end, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. Anything could happen. I think this is a 5. Yes, it is a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a comfort genre, and I'm going to try to combine this with either 300 pages or less or dog in the title, because I think I can do that with comfort genre. So let's find a book for that. Okay, next we wrote a 5, and I know what you're thinking. Why didn't you go up the ladder? I'm trying to get as many prompts to collect the dogs along the way as well, so I wanted the game not to end so fast. So that's why I did not take the ladder there. So we have comfort genre, and for me that's going to be romance, any kind of romance. It could be a rom-com, it could be a dark romance book, like literally just romance in general. I love. That's just my comfort genre. It's what I always go back to. It's kind of like everything else is a palate cleanser between romance. Okay, so we have The Nanny. This is a cute little single dad nanny romance book. She used to be a webcam person, and he was one of her fans. And I think like she doesn't know at first or anything like that, and then she ends up finding out or something. But yeah, romance, cute. I'm here for the smut in the plot, but mainly the smut, if we're being honest. Pucked. A moment for the sprayed edges. This just screams like read me a hockey romance. It seems cute. I know nothing really about it, except for it's a hockey romance, so can't go wrong with that. Then I have God of Pain. This is the second book in the Legacy of God series. This series just, I mean, book one had me in a chokehold, so like I just know the rest of the series is. My friend Haley is currently like binging these right now. She's literally, I think, in the middle of the second to last book in the series, and when she goes into a book, she goes into a book, like devours it. She's the type that can read a book in one sitting. It's actually crazy, but she's like, you have to read more. So this is an option as well for her. Maybe. I'm going to do the right thing here so that way we can also pick up a dog on the way. So we're going to use the prompt comfort genre and then DOG in the title. So we'll go with God of Pain, because we got a dog right here. Yeah. Okay. Time for our next roll, and let's hope maybe we can pick up some more dogs. Okay, so I got 7 again. What is with all these 7s? That's crazy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to timber down, actually, and we have lowest rated. I'm going to do some research for this, but I'm wondering if we can combine this with one of the dogs along the way. Let's see. Okay, we rolled a 7 and we took a tumble down. Not what I wanted at all when I was trying to get more rolls in. That was unfortunate. Anyways, we got the lowest rated book. So I just wrote... Okay, so I wrote down 11 books. I picked one book from each of my shelves. And so I had 11 books down, and I went and looked them up on Goodreads, and I wrote out each of their ratings and went with the lowest one from that list. And that was The House Across the Lake. Yeah, I didn't want to mess that up. The House Across the Lake. It had an average of 3.59. So not too bad at all. The next one next to it, I think, was like 3.7 something, which was going to be Night of the Witch, which I was kind of hoping for, I'm not going to lie. But I've been wanting to read Riley Sager anyways, so this will be nice. I haven't read this yet, and I really wanted to. When I first heard about it, I literally jumped at the chance to buy this book because I was like, ooh, this sounds like something I really want to read. So I need to get to it. Okay, a little bump in the road, just a little fall, but we can make it back up. Here we go. So we got a 1, and we're not repeating prompts. So that's good. So we will just move on to the next one. And we have a 2. Okay. So this is any Books of Paradise prompt. So I called it Birds of Paradise earlier. My bad in my intro. I apologize for that. It is Books of Paradise, but we have to find a prompt from there and then use it for this, for our book. Okay, so we did roll 1, and fortunately we did already have that prompt, so we skipped over it, rolled a 2, and then we got a Books of Paradise prompt. So I went ahead and chose M, which is Land Ho, which is a new to you author. So for those, I picked these authors, and fingers crossed I pick a good one here. People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I've heard so much about Emily Henry. Everyone loves Emily Henry. And I have yet to read an Emily Henry book, and I just feel like that's a crime at this point, and I need to form my own opinion about Emily Henry. Ah, Penelope Douglas. Did not struggle this time. It's a good thing I have this in here as well, because we did not go with Corrupt. So we have Punk 57, which is a bully romance, which just fascinates me. I'm very intrigued to experience a bully romance, so that's why this is here. Yeah. And then I have Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. Everyone and their mother has read Abby Jimenez, and I have not. Just like with Emily Henry. So I need to form my own opinion. I need to experience this. Also, I need to hurry up and get to this because I really want to read Yours Truly, because there's like anxiety, like rep in there, you know, representation, awareness, and I have anxiety, so I just really feel like I'm going to connect with that book on a deeper level, but I have to read this first because they're interconnected. So I do need to get to this eventually. It has to happen. I think I'm going to go People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. Emily Henry has a couple of other books that are on my radar as well that I really want to get to. And I've just heard that her books are so funny. The banter in it is really good. So I'm just hoping this doesn't let me down. A lot of people say like this is good, and so is Beach Read. And Beach Read is one I really want to get to. So I just feel like this is going to be a good way to start and get introduced to Emily Henry. Who knows? I may find a new favorite author here. Okay, let's keep on moving, and I'm going to, unless we end up landing on this one or this one, I'm going to try to merge the dogs with the ones that we have already landed on. I think I have enough prompts to do that. We have an 8 this time. I couldn't see what it was at first because it's a little scratched out. So we have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We actually landed on this doggy, so that's good. So fave trope. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, we did roll an 8, and I am so excited for this one. We have my favorite trope. Okay, now my top 2 favorite tropes, and if a book has both of these, I'm swooning. Enemies to lovers, and then fake dating. Fake dating's a new one. Thank you, Allie Hazelwood, The Love Hypothesis. It has sprung something out of me. I don't know what was in that book, but it made me addicted, and I now love fake dating. So we have the Spanish love deception. They are enemies to lovers, workplace romance, and she needs a date for a wedding. I think it's like her sister's wedding, and he volunteers to help her out. So this is like what I'm talking about, people. Brutal Prince, I'm pretty sure this is enemies to lovers, arranged marriage. She like tries to kill him. He's allergic to strawberries, and she wears like strawberry lip gloss or something like that. That's what I'm talking about. This is one I'm not so sure on if it's because I don't go looking for these tropes. You know, I have a lot of books on my shelf. I have over 100 books. My TBR is ridiculous. So, you know, it's a lot to keep up with. So I don't know, but I think I've heard this is enemies to lovers. They're like neighbors, single mom, and all that. But she's kind of thick, which is why I've been putting her off, and I'm still probably gonna put her off. But yeah, I think this is enemies to lovers. But I think I'm gonna go with the Spanish love deception because this has like the fake dating as well in it, and like the banter I feel like should be really good in this. Should be. Fingers crossed. Okay, as long as we don't roll a 2, we are good. That is a 1. We were very close. A 2025 goal. Ooh, I do have a 25 and 25. So let me take a look at that real quick and pick one from there. Okay, and now we rolled a 1, and as long as we do not roll another 1, I will be happy with this. So we have a 2025 goal. For this, I am looking at books on my 25 and 25. I have a challenge for that. I did post a video on that. I will link it below in my comment area. You know what I'm talking about. I will be pulling books out from that list. Now the problem that we have right now is there is also one doggy left, and it's I think it's a genre blend. I don't know. We'll see what's gonna happen. So I have The Housemaid's Wedding by Frida McFadden. This is a quick little novella. This is part of the Housemaid series. This is the 4th book, I would assume. It probably could be read in between the 2nd and 3rd book, I'm assuming, but I've already read those. So yeah, here we are with a cute little novella, but it is on my 25 through 25 to finish that series completely now. We do have The Serpents in the Wings of Night, which I think this is a romantasy. I think it could be considered that. Maybe. I think it's like enemies to lovers. Like, I know it's games and trials, vampires, human, all that. So this is just something really that's been on my radar, so I do want to read it in 2025. Yeah. Then I have Wildfire by Hannah Grace. This is just one that I've had for a while. I've had it for about a year now. It's time I get to her, so I made sure to put her on my 25 and 25 TBR to just motivate me to get to it. I need to finish the series. The third book is out as well, and that's one of my favorite characters, and I just need to get to it. I think I am going to go with The Serpents and the Wings of Night just because this one is really, really, really on my radar, and I've been meaning to get to it, and I really hope I can, because our TBR is stacked this month. It's crazy. But this will also take care of our genre blend, which is nice too. So, because I think romantasy counts. Romance, fantasy, romantasy. Yeah, I'm counting it as that. It's my version. Do not, and I repeat, do not give me a 1, please. That is a 3, and we are indeed out of here. Okay, now let's go take a look at all the books that we have collected along our way. Okay, and then we wrote a 3 and we finished the game. Let's recap on all the books that we got on this journey of a board game. So we got 8 books in total. Not exactly what I wanted. This is way more than I expected, but we will try. I don't know if we will get to it, but we will try. So we have Rock, Paper, Scissors, Still Beating, Bride, God of Pain, The House Across the Lake, People We Meet on Vacation, The Spanish Love Deception, and The Serpents and the Wings of Night. Overall, we got a wide variety of books. I'm glad I did put in some like kind of fantasies and some mystery thrillers. We got some dark romance, some regular romance, so we definitely have a wide variety for me to play around with as well and kind of sort of mood read between these. I'm going to be better this year. I'm going to stick to my TBR videos. I say that, but who knows. I will be better this year, pretty much is what I'm saying. But thank you all for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a great reading month, and I cannot wait to see y'all in the next one. Oh, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. Okay, love you. Bye.